1969 Plymouth GTX 440, doing a pre-purchase inspection. It is at Basil Chevrolet Classic Cars, and overall the restoration is older but holding up well. There are some places where the old bodywork and paint are failing. There is some corrosion that's coming through. On the bottom of the left door, you can see that lump. That is rust that's coming from the inside. So that'll have to be ground down to see the extent of it. Hard to tell with the paint covering the rust to be able to tell the severity of it. The left A-pillar on the quarter, the plastic filler is failing. There's corrosion coming through. The paint is chipped. Once again, this may be because this door slams hard when shut. The vibration will cause that over time. Overall, the paint finish, no major runs, no orange peel. Chipping is minimal. They've done a nice job on the satin finish stripes, holding up well. The vinyl top is in excellent condition. Both doors open and close. The right door nice and smooth. Left door does get caught up on the striker. The rear body panel appears to have been replaced at one time. When I crawled underneath the car, there's remnants of the old rear body panel still there, and you can see where the new one is welded on over it. And also there's indicators that there's been work in the area before. Trunk open and closed. It does need some alignment. It looks like somebody tried to adjust the striker in order to get it to close better, but didn't achieve perfection. The left door hinges squeak when you open, and then when you go to shut the door, it hits hard, slams hard, drags when you open it. So the door definitely needs to be aligned. 1969 Plymouth GTX. Once again, here's where you look at the seam from the drain trough to the quarter panel. This one looks like it's the original quarter. Once again, there is surface or medium rust that has formed, and not a deal breaker. I see it a lot on classic cars, but the buyer should know. Left quarter panel, drain trough, where they've replaced the quarter panel before. You can see the dark spots of the corrosion are where they welded it. And you can see that the corrosion is starting all along there, or has been, because of improper corrosion protection and paint coverage. Underhood overview on the 1969 Plymouth GTX 440. During the inspection, found that there's no coolant in the radiator, found that the lower radiator hose is leaking, also found that there's a power steering reservoir leak somewhere. The belts are in okay condition with some fraying along the edges. There is damage to the intake manifold from some old fuel stains. Also, the master cylinder is leaking excessively. It's caused damage to the left apron finish and to the actual brake lines themselves. The frame is solid. You can see where they've done body work in this area before, because the material is old and aged and failing. You can see body work here on the front of the fender. Somebody's also masked. You can see tape lines around this information label. There is paint failure on the right frame rail and also on the firewall right of the transmission housing, but the hood hinges hold the hood in place. The hood mount areas are nice and solid. Yeah, there's no splatter on the underhood insulator, which is a good sign. The air cleaner is relatively clean. The oil was clean and at the proper level. The transmission fluid is clean. Battery terminals, no corrosion. However, the battery is 4 years old.